he managed all this without drawing any attention to himself. Someone suffering from psychosis would certainly have found this impossible. Even the student who shared a room with Cho noticed nothing abnormal in his behavior.
I had no indication that something like this was coming. Really no indication of any kind of like crazy tendencies at all. He just seemed like a shy, antisocial person.
If Cho wasn't mad, what then drove him to commit his terrible crime? In the video statement Cho sent to NBC, he gave his reasons.
Do you know what it feels like to be spit on your face and have trash shoved down your throat? Do you know what it feels like to dig your own grave? Do you know what it feels like to have your throat slashed from ear to ear? Do you know what it feels like to be torched alive?
Cho's justification for mass murder seemed to be the innumerable hurts that he'd suffered. But no one ever witnessed Cho being persecuted.
I have no recollection of ever seeing anyone like attack him in either like verbally or physical or anything like that.
In the year I lived with him, and then the year after I lived with him and saw him, I never saw him picked on. Nobody ever bullied him, pushed him around.
You had everything you wanted. Your Mercedes wasn't enough, you brats. Your golden necklaces weren't enough, you snobs. Your trust fund wasn't enough. Your vodka and cognac weren't enough. All your debaucheries weren't enough.
Cho claimed to be punishing a decadent and corrupt community. But Virginia Tech is no rich kid's playground. It's a state-funded institution where candidates get in on merit.
Virginia Tech's a normal school. We're not all driving Mercedes, and everybody's normal here, and there's no like people, we're not running around, you know, in hardly any clothes and just drinking all the time, you know.
It's said that the child is father to the man. So if Cho wasn't being bullied by rich college kids, can we trace the origins of his bitterness back to hurts he suffered in his childhood? This is Centerville, a well-to-do commuter suburb of Washington, D.C. It's home to a sizable Korean population. Cho's family is of Korean origin. When he was 8, he had come to the US with his parents and elder sister. His family may not have been wealthy, but they owned a $400,000 house, not what you'd expect from some of the comments in Cho's video. Cho was no product of the slum or ghetto. But further clues about his childhood are hard to uncover. Understandably, Cho's family have kept a low profile since the attack.
People have a choice. Either you're good, either you're bad.
Susan Colohan was a family acquaintance who used to cut Cho's hair.
But he never speak.